Hi, and welcome to your peaceful morning stretch workout. We're going to begin with some deep breathing and then move into some simple stretching movements that will wake you up and ready to face your day. So let's go ahead and ground through our feet. Toes press in, heels press in, maybe wiggle your toes just to make sure you're grounded. Wiggle your fingers. Let's go ahead and start with just a forward neck roll. So take your ear to one side, roll forward, letting your ear find the other side, and then come back through. And go ahead and give your head just a slight tug, pulling a little bit deeper into that stretch. Send your arm out to one side, and just take a deep inhale here. And release. Go ahead and let your neck fall forward, finding the other side. Give your head just a slight tug, send the opposite arm away. Deep inhale. Exhale, release. Release the head forward. Let's add the shoulder roll. So let's take our shoulders up to our ears, take them back and down. One more time. Big shoulder roll up, back, and down. Really exaggerate that movement, waking up the body. And let's go the other way. So elbows and shoulders come up and down. Good. One more time. Up to the ears and down. Let's take our arms nice and wide and just hug ourselves. Let's sway side to side. Just waking up the body and release. All right, one more standing stretch. I want you to take the whole body. We're just gonna hinge forward at the waist. So try and keep your knees as non-bent as you can, but if you need to bend, that's okay. You wanna have a slight bend in the knee, just not an exaggerated one. So go ahead and slightly bend the knees, fold forward at the hips, slowly coming down to your flexibility point. If you are able to touch the floor, great. If not, just do what you can. Really grounding through the floor here. Take one arm and reach it to the ceiling, really extending long through the body. You're gonna bend the knee of the arm you're lifting to let you reach that stretch. And then the same thing on the other side. So bend the knee that your arm is lifted. And come back through center. All right, find that fold one more time, bending nice and deep into the stretch. And slowly round up one vertebrae at a time, dragging your fingertips along your thighs as you slowly raise. Go ahead and draw those arms up and down. Nice job. We're gonna take one leg back. Ground one leg into the ground in front of you. Your heel is lifted behind you, finding a lunge here. So go ahead and find that comfortable lunge position. Your heel is raised on the back, your heel is down on the front leg, and sink as low as you can into that lunge position. We're gonna go ahead and take a nice deep breath and release. And on that release and that next inhale, we're gonna straighten the front leg. Let the back heel find the ground. So now we're in a triangle position. And we're gonna take our arm down towards our front foot, and the opposite arm should reach the sky. You should feel this in the total body. You wanna think about bringing the top of your head forward as much as that arm is reaching upward. And then cartwheel those hands down, and let's find a deeper lunge here. So we're gonna take it into a nice deep lunge. Take both hands to the inside of your foot and press that foot straight back. You're gonna really feel a deep stretch here. It's gonna open the hip flexor on one side and work on that flexibility on the bent leg. Good. We're gonna send the body forward and back, just rocking front and back. Forward, just rocking on those toes, and back one more time. Up and back. Good. While we're here, we're just gonna switch sides. So take one foot back to plank and bring the other foot. You're gonna have to adjust your hands. So take those hands to the inner thigh, pressing that leg straight back. Your knee is bent. Good. Go ahead and roll forward and back. Nice. Up and back. One more. Forward and back. All right, we're gonna take that other leg. Go ahead and come, since we're on the opposite leg now, I want you to pull that back foot in just a little bit. We're gonna find that triangle pose. So here we are in that triangle pose. We're gonna open up to that opposite side again. And then come back through. Let's find the lunge here. Dropping down, raising the arms up. Good. Go ahead and bring one foot up to meet the other and step out into a wide squat. We're gonna lower the body down here, so we're nice and deep as you can go in this position. Knees are open, chest is open, core is tight, and our body is aligned. So our shoulders are over our hips, are over our heels. So we're nice, plain position. We're just gonna stay right here. I want you to find your hips with your hands. Really ground through the floor here. Feel those toes ground in. Good. And we're just gonna sway side to side. So just feel that movement. Good. Don't forget to breathe here. We're just opening up the inner thighs. Good. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Think about those movements from side to side. Let's do a few more here. Good. 2 more. And last one. Let's find that deep squat one more time. Now we're just gonna fold forward, raise the hips to the sky. Ground those hands through. Walk the hands to one foot. Hold here. And then walk around and to the other side. Go ahead and ground those hands back into the floor. We're gonna drop, we're gonna heel toe those feet in and drop into what we call a goddess pose. You might just call this a low squat. So your feet are not parallel, your heels are parallel, but your feet are at a 45-degree angle and you're sitting nice and low. You're gonna press your elbows against your thighs and open up. So the inner thigh should really be firing up right here. Deep inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale, release. Let your hands find the floor again. Pressing up to that forward fold. And step back to a plank. So we're in a nice long plank position here. Really elongating the body. So I'm gonna turn so you can see my full position just a little bit better. So I want you to ground, I want those big wide starfish hands. So think about starfish and how big they are. Really open up those fingertips. Press the hands directly beneath the shoulders. With your heels, I want you to press back, press the toes into the floor, and zip up your core nice and tight. Release the tailbone and press away from the floor with your chest. And then make sure your gaze is at the top of something. So just look slightly ahead. You don't want to look at me right now, you just want to look slightly ahead. From this position, I want you to narrow your hands just slightly. We're going to lower down to a chaturanga. Find cobra where we're sitting up. And then press up to down dog. And your feet, since we're new in this stretch and we're just waking up, your heels may not be able to reach the floor just yet. Pressing those fingertips into the floor, pressing your shoulders away from the floor. And let's find that flow one more time. So come back to plank. Drop down to a chaturanga, up to cobra. Good. And then up to down dog. Nice. Deep breath in. Maybe those heels can drop just 1 more inch. Let's do that one more time. Up to plank. Down chaturanga, up to cobra. And down dog. Nice. From here, let's take those knees nice and wide and find a child's pose, sitting the seat way back, extending those arms nice and long. Beautiful. Just release here. Feel that come back to that breath. Good. Let's come back to a plank position here. So press those hands back into the floor. We're gonna bring one foot up into that lunge position. So you're gonna take your foot on the outside of your hand and just press into the floor. So very similar to how we did before. Good. Now I want you to take your hand and let your knee hit the ground. So this is a pigeon stretch, and our tendency with pigeon stretch is to hug our foot into our body. I want you to pull your foot out as much as you can. So think about it being parallel with your body. Rather than pulling that foot in, try and pull it out. And you're gonna have to work on your flexibility here. So you may not be able to come all the way down to the ground, and that's okay. Just do what you can today. And let's press back. Let's go ahead and find that down dog chaturanga one more time. So down dog, forward to plank, drop it down, scoop up, and then down dog. Let's do that on the opposite side. So go ahead and bring that foot forward. Good, feeling that deep open stretch here. And then dropping that knee down and really working that heel away from the body, sitting nice and tall. Good, let's press back to plank. Just pedal your feet out. So just pedal those knees out right and left. Feeling the whole body here. And let's find child's pose one more time. So nice wide knees, sinking back into the floor. Rolling up, forward and down, up and back. One more time. Up, forward, down, up, and back. Sitting back, good, nice and easy. All right, let's come onto our seat. We're gonna do some slight twisting here. So we're gonna sit nice and tall on your sit bones. Bring one leg into a crossed over position on your leg. We're gonna hug that knee in nice and tight to the body. So sitting nice and tall, think about a string pulling your head up. Not your chin up, just your head. Take your opposite arm, cross it and hug your knee, and take the hands on the same leg as your knee and take the arms straight back. So pull up and then twist. Deep inhale. Exhale, release. Let's do that same thing on the other side. So go ahead and switch feet. One leg crosses over, opposite arm hugs the knee in. And take that same arm as the knee, take it behind your body, lift up through the top of the head, twist back. Good, go ahead and come back to center. We're gonna find a butterfly stretch, really pressing down on those inner thighs. Your body should be waking up now. We're gonna go ahead and come back onto our feet. Pressing into the floor, feeling our toes. Go ahead and drop the heels down. Lift them up, stretching out those calves. Good. Go ahead and let your heels find the floor. Send the seat up to the sky. Find that forward fold one more time. Walk your hands to the right or left, and then walk them around to the opposite side from which you first chose. Find center. Go ahead and release it all the way down, including the head. Maybe shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Affirm everything you're about to embrace. And lift up. Nice and tall, big stretch here. And release. One more time, let's bend the knees this time. Deep breath in. And release it down. Go ahead and bring your hands to prayer, and you're ready for your day.